Hello everybody and welcome to Kakushigoto episode 9 anime review. This episode was Christmas! Hooray, love Christmas. Feels kind of weird considering it's May right now, not even June. But no, it was Christmas, it was a good week, it was pretty funny I thought. There was a Christmas party. Christmas parties are either the best thing ever or they're a right hassle. That's the two categories they fall into. There is no in between. Unless there is an in-between, in which case, fair enough, I guess. But no, this week was good. Everyone got their jokes in. It was pretty good. Really curious to see where we're going now, as the last scene made me think maybe he's not dead. But who knows? Anyway, let's get into this episode, see how it all went down and everything, and do this thing. So it's time for the year-end party. Everyone's very excited. By everyone, I mean the four assistants. They really want to go, basically force Kakushi to take them with him to the year-end party. Very excited. It's basically going to get them through the the year-end crunch, whatever you want to call it, year-end rush, whatever you want, to get the work done before the end of the year is what I'm trying to say. It's going to get them through it. You know, you work better when you got something to look forward to. The editor, though, he kindly informs Kakushi that actually the party, we're not having a proper party this year. Instead, we're going to have to go to a little karaoke place. And it's going to be really low budget. So that's a thing. However, Kakushi, decides, I've got to keep this a secret, because otherwise there ain't no way we're finishing in time. So I'm not going to tell them. I'm going to leave their dreams alive. So we can get work done, basically. He may put up the Christmas tree at home. At a disco ball. She thought the disco ball was a chandelier. Fair enough, I guess. Kids do strange things. Turns out, at said party venue, where they're meant to be going, there's a big chandelier because they were talking about it the next day. How do I explain this? He's also a bit confused time-wise because in his manga, he's already done the Christmas chapter. He's got to do a New Year's chapter, so he's already looking ahead. Earlier on, he was ready to take the tree and stuff down, even though it's only just got December, because he's already written the Christmas stuff, so he's a bit all over the place, which is, I thought was pretty funny, personally. He tells Hime, December is the time that even senseis are running, and yes, this would come into play a lot throughout. She tells her friends that they get to misconstrue it, that now everybody who is running is a sensei. And senseis can be used for different jobs, including manga artists, was one of her friend listed. I wonder what... Well, no, she doesn't know. Kakushi tells his assistants that being called sensei is an insult from the editors, also virtuoso. It's like... I guess it's sort of like genius. Like when someone's not very... You know, when someone does a dumb thing, you're like, alright, genius, what are you doing? Like... or like a buddy. It's like, alright, buddy, calm it down, yeah? But it's like, they're not your buddy, you're telling them to shut up, but it's like a polite way of doing it, I guess. Sort of like that, I assume. The editor shows up, calls him a virtuoso, which I don't think I've ever heard that word be used in real life, so, I mean, this isn't real life, but, I mean, I'm going to be keeping an ear out in real life now for that word. He lets slip at this point that, hey, the party's been cancelled, which causes... a mass hysteria in the office. Everybody has a slight cry. A slight cry will go with that. However, we got a backup plan. There's a different party, which is being held by a different publishing company, different publisher, instead of Kodansha, but changed slightly for copyright reasons. Even though they own the rights, so surely they should be able to say it. I have no idea. Anyway, so yeah, their plan is go to a different party and everything. That's the new plan. Also, no one there knows him, so he can take Hime and his secret is safe, so works out all around. The editor gets told by his boss, I guess, basically, someone has to come to our party, otherwise it's going to be a right embarrassment. So Kakushi tells Hime to come to his party with Nadilla, but, however, the editor invites Nadilla to the karaoke party, which... Kakushi's not at, but she doesn't know that, so she's like, yeah, of course I'll do that, why not? So she goes with them to the karaoke party with the editor. Kakushi hears about this, runs to go get her. The editor gets completely smashed. She sees him running, so calls him sensei, which causes him a brief moment of panic. Editor is drunk, as I said, And then Kakushi heads with Hime to the party. I guess Nadilla just got left behind at the karaoke place because she didn't show up later. So I guess she just hung out there by herself, which she's probably a good singer, so I guess that's fine. Get to the real party in the hotel lobby. Hime sees the chandelier and calls it a Cinderella, which is pretty adorable, so I'm going to be honest. That's exactly what that is. The editor also showed up just because he was going to return his scarf, but he's on the scout, he's on the lookout, is what he's actually doing, because he's a madman. Then we get How to Spot a Manga Artist by everyone, and it's a bit, yeah, is it typecasting? Absolutely, yes it is. But so he follows these simple and easy to follow instructions, and he ends up finding Hime, tries to recruit Hime, gives her a business card. Kakushi drags him off and he shouts at him and he gets all sad. He's like, I've never shouted so much as an adult. What's wrong with that man? And it's like, nah, you deserved it, editor man. You're pretty funny. She got the business card though, so luckily she misinterpreted it, thinking it was for being a magazine model, and didn't realize it was for a manga company. Otherwise she would have been in big trouble. Also, she keeps getting a lot of business cards from like everyone to do various things, so Hime, very popular. Take the job, man. The money's good, probably. I have no idea. Kakushi then realizes this place is dangerous. They're all going to snatch up Hime, and then she's going to do like gravure and all that other stuff. If you don't know what that means, Google it. It's like lingerie, not lingerie. Like maybe some of it is. It's like a vaguely tantalizing images. That's what we'll say. That's a good word, or couple of words. That's what we'll call it. It's not quite super dodgy stuff, but it's more risque than super tame. Let's go with that. That's weird scale we got here, but let's go with that. So yeah, editor's cards get found. So and they see, oh, he's from a different company. Let's get him. And Kakushi's like, crap, gotta warn him. So he goes to warn him. They dress him up like a manga artist to get him out the front door because the exits are being guarded now, and also they saw what he looks like on the Facebook machine, which is pretty funny, I thought. So they stick him in a load of merch, which makes him look like a manga artist. Kind of weird thing. Why would they sell merch at a company party? I just thought that was kind of weird. It didn't make a lot of sense. Maybe it wasn't selling it. Maybe they were just looking at it. Maybe it was like a display, like here's what we're going to be releasing soon or something. Or would they sell it? I don't think they would sell it. Kakushi gets mistaken for Mr. Editor Man because he's got the card on him, and everyone beats him up because he's in a suit, and the suit means you're not a manga artist. You're an important person, basically. Thankfully, some guy bails him out. Some guy that recognized him and gives him like a hoodie with an anime character on it, and that's no good for Kakushi. He spends the remainder of the episode holding his arms to his chest to hide the anime character from Hime. I've got a feeling that shirt might come into... He's either going to burn it, or it's going to come into play later. But yeah, his bosses are there. They're just invited. So then it begs the question, why were they after the editor and all this other stuff going on? It was quite funny when he was like, why did I go through all that then? I thought that was quite funny. The editor also has his coat and... not towel, what's that thing called? A scarf. So he's got to fold his arms, he can't hide it in his coat. On the way home, he and Hime see a little tower that lights up and everything, and it's very nice. And then he reaffirms that, hey, she's not going to find out my secret, except for them we go to the future, which everybody loves. So one of the assistants, I think, in the future, he sold another guy a book. I've written this down, so I'm just... Yeah, sold him a book on manga artists that mysteriously disappeared. I might have added the word mysteriously there, but it was manga artists that disappeared. And then he said that's a lie. So, I want to know what they mean by disappeared. Do they mean just disappeared from the public eye, or do they mean literally disappeared, it's a missing persons type case? Probably disappeared from the public eye, but then at the same... I mean, I guess if he died, that would still make sense. Or is he in hiding? Maybe he's in hiding because Hime found out and he's ashamed or something. I'm really curious to know if he's alive or not in the end. That's the thing That is the hook, I think. Everything else is great, but the hook is figure out what's going on in the future. So it's got kind of like a bit of both, and it's good. And yeah, that was the end of this week's episode. Again, really curious to see where the future story's going. It feels very tonally different. Obviously, that's very intentional, and I quite enjoy it. But yeah, curious to see what was the... Also, this episode had a great title. I think I mentioned it last week. You'll Lie in December, which it's a reference or like a parody of another thing, and it was quite clever. But yeah, I can't remember what I was there. Words are hard. Can't remember what the episode was called next week. It should be good. We've only got like 3 weeks left. I think this is a 12er. So we got like 3 episodes left, which feels like it's gone really fast, to be completely honest with you. It's crazy. It's one of the few things that hasn't been any delays or nothing, and maybe that's why it feels like it's blown past. But anyway, thank you everybody for watching this review. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please consider subscribing and stuff for more reviews. That would help me out immensely. Thank you very much. I will see you next week for another episode of this. Take care, and bye guys.